Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1978 Smith-Corona Galaxie 12 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Very pretty blue color. Comes in a few different colors for this model. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is your left margin. I'm going to set this around 1 or 2. And the right one around 80. That's about the length of a page. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And this is the paper bell that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit the line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch back. Skips 2, 1 more, it skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side. You flip that down, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful typing machine, excellent condition, very popular model too, not just because of the color, but because of how well it functions. It's got a lot of cool functions, and the print looks really good on this. Really precision and reliable typewriter. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip that forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. I'm going to put this down for now and put the color back up to black. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side. Very smooth. Touch control on the left, low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them a bit harder, but they respond faster. The lower you go, the less response, and you don't have to hit the keys as hard for them to print. And tab on the top here. So right now we just got 1 tab set right there, so we're going to clear that by hitting the clear button right next to it. And then now you shouldn't have any tabs. But if you don't catch it, it could slam all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. So I always like to set one somewhere in the middle by hitting the set button right there. It stops at that spot. You can set as many tabs as you want on this model. On the right side of the keyboard, MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It allows you to go all the way to the end. And this typewriter has a lot of functions that most typewriters don't have, like a power space. So there you go. So it's like a machine gun space. Also, it has a key down button here. So if you get a key stuck, then you just push that button so you don't have to go in there and touch it and get ink on your fingers. Also has the changeable type keys. These are custom keys. Most typewriters don't have the 1 or exclamation point. So what you do is you find a changeable, which obviously they don't make them anymore, but you can find them on eBay with whatever custom key. You got 2 options here, and then you change the tops here, and then you also change the cap on this, and this just tilts and pulls right off. Easy to do. You don't have to be a mechanic to do it. And what else? That's it with the keyboard. So we're going to look at the right side of the carriage. You got a carriage lock on the front here. It releases the carriage and locks it in the middle. So when you have it in the case, it protects the escapement. The escapement is a mechanism that allows the typewriter to move 1 space at a time. And if you break that, you have big problems with the typewriter. This is your carriage release. And these things break. They're made out of hard plastic, which is the one design flaw of this beautiful typewriter. But they don't make them anymore, but I do 3D print these. So if you need one of these, check out my shop and get some replacements. These are the originals on this one. Very smooth carriage slide. And if you push the button in, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is 1 space. And the same concept with this lever on the inside here. You flip that down, it disables the spacing. Flip it up, you get the clicks. And on the inside of the left platen is the page gauge. So where you see end and set, you want to put it right below the 11. There's a little notch there. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but there's a little notch. and that's when you load the page. You have it set on that, and then you load the page, and while you're feeding it through while you're typing, it'll start to warn you on the left side that's 2 inches left on the end, and then 1 inch, and then that's the end of the page. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.